Hello YouTube, my name is Agent Omega, and I do things. Today we're back on Nature's Beauty, and before we begin, unfortunately the Hypixel thing was denied. That happened on Tuesday, so I, kind of went through like an I'm angry at Minecraft phase, and then I, kind of cooled off a bit, and I was like, okay, nah, I have my camera account, I have like the same, I can do the same stuff on that I could on my original one, so the only thing that's really lost is a whole bunch of prestige. So that kind of really sucks. Again, I don't like hacking. I don't like cheating. I don't condone it. Anyone who does it is, well, kind of a bad person. So, that's that. But, downer stuff aside, I was reminded in the comment section last episode that backpacks are in fact a thing. So what I'm going to do is hopefully going to get a whole bunch of leather from this trap. Unfortunately, it's not looking too great for us here, because I just got the one piece of leather. I know leather armor can weirdly be made out of cotton stuff, but I don't think you can make leather itself out of cotton. So leather, we'll just quickly look that up. Yeah, nah, you can only really get it from ground traps and mob drops. So that's, yeah, we're gonna have to wait around for that for a bit. In the meantime, I guess I'll organize my inventory, and then we'll keep working on the mine shaft over there. So I will pop back when we are good to go. Alright guys, we are back. I've gathered a whole bunch of oak, because I wanted to have some aesthetic stuff going on in the mines. Like, as you can see over here, we've got like these oak wood bracing going on here, and I just realized that I accidentally made way too many things if all I needed a fence gate. I kind of thought that this was a little bit wider, this entrance, so that's why I made, like, a whole bunch of, well, not a whole bunch. I made a little bit of fencing, because I thought I was going to have to do something, like, right here. This does make this entrance feel a little bit claustrophobic, though. I'll leave it as it is for now. And then I think I'm going to continue with my plans to sort of continue down with the staircase over here. Because I want it to be aesthetic later, theoretically, I'm just trying to plan out in my head what the best arrangement is going to be, and I think if I do something like this, and then I put stairs in there, and if I go one more up here, then that would look nice, because then I can, like, put stairs facing down as well. Can't tell if I want this or if I want one more. Let me think about this. The ceiling is a bit short for my liking right now, so let me do that. Yeah, and then I think if I put stairs here and stairs here, I'm gonna want I think I'm gonna want this to be one higher, so I'll go ahead and just do that there. And we will continue onward in this fashion. Now, normally what I like to do when I'm mining is, I'm currently at Y62, so I'll go down, 5 or 10 Y levels, and then I'll have like a long landing, and then another 5 or 10 levels, and then another landing, etc., etc., all the way down to, below 10. And I think I'm probably gonna keep up with that, because it'll yield sort of the best results. I don't feel like doing stairs and all that whatnot right now, or rather, it's not that I don't feel like it, I just don't have all the resources that I would want to use for it. So, I'll just go ahead and do some stuff here. Kind of feel like I should bring this down a bit. Yeah, I should probably do that. So I'll worry about that later. But what I'm really looking for down here is I need redstone. I need redstone, I need Probably emeralds, if there are any down here. Diamonds. There's something else I required. It wasn't copper. No, yeah, it was just the redstone, because I need the compass to make the antique atlas, and that just reminded me that my leather supply is technically -1, whatever it currently is, because I want to save 1 in reserve for that. I need some torches. So, while we're derping about and doing all this stuff, let me just talk about the plans for the future of this series and the future of other series and stuff. So, basically, what I intend to do is find a desert somewhere, preferably kind of on the edge of, like, a nice green area, and then that's where I'm going to build my mega base or whatever. And then there are going to be a whole lot of contraptions in it. It's going to be, like, really redstone focused. And very sort of high-tech. And that's also going to play off of something that I'm going to do later in this episode. And my apologies, because this one is probably going to be delayed due to that thing of awesomeness that I'm going to show off. So, another thing that I've been thinking of doing is Project Ozone Light. I watched the Hermit Skies series, and I rather quite liked that. I can just do this instead. And I rather quite liked that. I won't be co-oping it, per se, but I have heard your requests for doing a series with my friends, and I can definitely tell you that, yes, there is going to be one. We don't have, like, any super special, super awesome super name like Grian with Evo, or, you know, the Hermits with Hermitcraft, obviously. But we're just a ragtag gang of individuals who know each other and really like video games. So, hopefully it'll be fun stuff. That will theoretically be kicking off soon. I don't want to spoil one of the plans, because it's one of the things that I'm going to show off later in the episode. But, Hermit Skies. I think I really like that map specifically, and if I do a series for that, I can tell you that my plans are going to be make sort of a futuristic dreadnought type thing. And I unfortunately chose the spaceship that is in the savanna biome, and so there wasn't any rain, and I had to build this really long platform all the way out to an ocean biome. So I think that kind of determines the direction my ship is going to be pointed. It's going to be like a long ship instead of like a super hulking thing. And that's kind of the idea. Like, I want it to be long and kind of narrowish, but just bristling with technology and guns and stuff. And I'm off to a good start there. I have, like, I managed to make a Draconic Evolution generator that accepts magma or something like that as power. So, once I get enough fluid ducts and item ducts to automate that, I'm just going to be cranking away at the technology. So, in that way, I actually had a start that was very similar to Iskal's. I got lucky, I got some of the Draconic cores, I got some of the 64K storage drives. It was pretty freaking awesome. Unfortunately, yeah, my friends were kind of hit or miss on that one, so some of them may show up from time to time, others probably won't, but that is okay, because, like I mentioned, we have another project in store. And there are a bunch of other mod packs that I would love to try out. I remember my friend, or one of my friends who will show up in that series, is the one who introduced me to Feed the Beast with Magic Farms 2. So I would very much like to try out Magic Farms 3. And there is also inventions I kind of want to give a go, and one other one that I've kind of forgotten. To elaborate a bit more... Oh, ooh. Okay, that's an interesting functionality. See, this hammer is made out of wood, and therefore is not good enough to mine the iron. And so I'm going to have to come back with a stone pickaxe and do it. I'm just really glad that the wooden pickaxe didn't break the iron without harvesting it. I'm glad it just sort of left it behind. Because if you were to mine it out with a wooden pickaxe, of course, that just plain wouldn't work. Now we are at y equals 52. If I put the stairs here, the floor is going to be on this level. So I'm going to just chuck this up. No. Yeah, I want the floor to be here. And now you can see what I mean by a landing. So we're going to have stairs here, and I think I want this 3 tall? Yeah, I'm not really sure about that. So we'll just go out a little bit. Yeah, so 3 blocks. And that'll keep this intersection nice and square, I think. So that will look plenty fine. And then I'm going to sort of branch out in these directions. And then at each level I'm going to keep like a sort of thick main tunnel or whatever, and then I'll have like single wide tunnels on either side of the stairs that will go up to 5, because I think that's how far up you can go, maybe 6, but I like just keeping it 5 like that. And then we'll actually go down a little bit more this way. And then I'm going to put the next tunnel here 2 blocks away. Reason being, it is sort of the most efficient way to mine, in that if you're using just a pickaxe and not like a wooden hammer, you're going to sort of have this 2 gap, so you can always see anything that's going to be on this side, and if you come over here, you can always see anything that's going to be on this side. So that kind of means that we don't have to clear out this entire 3x4 area, or 4x5, I guess, if you go all the way up. And it just cuts down on time by half. And I'll be continuing in that fashion, and I'll keep going down, so I don't want to bore you with all that anymore, and we will pop back once we are at the redstone. Hey guys, I am back. I haven't quite gotten down to y equals 16 just yet, but we are here at y equals 32, as you can see, and I encountered a cave system. Now, because this is modded, I kind of want to go exploring this cave. I noticed in one of Wells' videos, I think it was Wells' videos, there was sort of this crystal that glowed. And it was also very glass-like, like you could actually see through it and stuff. So I'm kind of hoping, I doubt it's going to happen, but I'm kind of hoping that whatever that thing is, we find it, because it'll really lend itself to my base later on. This is also a really good opportunity for coal and iron, because you know, it's just sort of on the surface everywhere. I also noticed that this mod pack has copper, but I think it's only for roofing. So, if I see any of that, I'll probably grab it, but it's not terribly useful. And another thing that I really like about caves in this game, like naturally occurring caves, not the mineshaft that I'm digging is that, look at this, you've got stalactites and stalagmites, and those are really freaking cool. I promise you, I actually knew which was which before I looked at that tooltip. Simple mnemonic device, if you don't remember which is which. Stalactites, T hangs down from the ceiling. Stalagmite, M points up from the ground. So that is how you can remember that. Haven't encountered any enemies down here just yet. It's all just been bats and stuff. So I'm fully prepared. Well, I wouldn't say fully prepared for trouble because I don't have armor, but I'm fully expecting trouble, and I'm ready to lay down the hurt. Oh, and here's the copper that I was talking about. So yeah, you can see in the tooltip that it's for not enough roofs, and they look really, really nice. I might end up doing like sort of a village nearby my future base with those copper roofs. I might also use slate and stuff like that because I really like it. I think Not Enough Roofs also uses the slate. I believe slate is usable for multiple things, including earthworks. This is the first time I've seen purple slate. I'm probably not going to harvest it because I can't think of an immediate use, but that is there. You know what, the siren's going to be here when I come back. So, let's do the dangerous work. As you can see, this cave system is fairly expansive. We've got a ton of ore right here. And just look at that. I love how much ore there is right in one location. This, I can fully imagine... Oh, yeah, I can see a zombie on the map. Unfortunately, that means that I took too much time sort of dilly-dallying. And, that zombie... Yeah... was in the spawn radius. Now I can also see that there's a creeper somewhere nearby. I would prefer not to have it explode on me, because I tend to like preserving as much of the natural terrain as possible. But if it does... Oh man, that's really close. I really don't want it to drop down from like up there or something behind me. Really suck. Ooh, look. Okay, so we've got gold over there. I'm definitely going to be grabbing that. Green terracotta. Now that I was not expecting. So that's going to be incredibly useful. Is there a wall over here? Okay, there we go. Put that there. Light blue terracotta. Excellent. So this place is kind of a treasure trove, to be frank. Get rid of this. It looks like this is just a water source area here, so maybe I'll clear this all out and mine it out. While I'm thinking of it, I'll definitely chuck this on the journey map. Now let's go trigger the obvious trap. Alright, let's go find this creeper, guys. Okay, I guess maybe it's down below then. That is slightly unnerving. I wouldn't exactly call it a problem with Journey Map, but I will say that that adds a good bit of complexity and fear to the game. And I love it. I love it, I love it, I love it. Glow cap. What is a glow cap? Magical brewing cauldron. Coagulated plant ball. Interesting. So, even though I have no idea what this does, it might be useful. Oh! Glowstone! Well then. Oh. Okay, so it's one of those things where you just harvest to the top, and then you leave the rest of it behind. So noted. So noted. Now, another thing that kind of freaks me out is all of the sort of shifting dirt and stone noises that I'm hearing. Because it half makes me think that there really is going to be a cave-in at some point without adequate support structures. And, oh boy! Oh boy! Okay, I was not ready for skeleton and creeper combo. But this could be a good way to get cat. I think it's cat. Don't explode. Well, wish not granted. Okay, well, I'll just take out the skeleton then. This is going to be easier with only one of them here. Oh, alright, that was nerve-wracking. Now, because I am low on health, let me draw your attention to this omelet. It basically gives you full... I don't even know what the term for that is, but it gives you the full secondary food status, and, or pretty darn close to it anyway. Resilience, maybe it's called, and, it's edible anytime. So that makes it pretty much indispensable if you need to recover fast, and it's just a regular vanilla egg in a furnace. So definitely something you want to keep an eye out for. Maybe I just got lucky with that first glow cap. And hey, look at that. Our quest for redstone has taken us, in fact, to the redstone. Wait, what? Pickaxe diamond? Pickaxe diamond? Alright, well, I guess I need to make an iron pickaxe then. That's copper ore, that's copper ore. You know what, yeah. We'll make a furnace down here, and then... Do I have enough wood for that? Yes. Correct. Alright, guys. So we have, in fact, found the redstone. I'm going to continue exploring off-camera, and then I will let you know once we've got more progress. I think, now that I have this, I'll be able to make the Antique Atlas and a couple of other things. I'm still a little bit disappointed that I don't have gravel. I mean, not gravel, flint just yet, because I really want to make that polus. And once I have the Antique Atlas, though, I will disable Journey Map, and I will go exploring in earnest, because that just seems like the fun, correct thing to do. So I will be back with the outro probably after this gap. Hey guys, I am back. I kept spelunking, and I figured, you know, now would be a decent time to wrap things up. But before I leave, I found another one of these terracotta-y sort of things. And you can see that it's all mixtures of green, lime, and light blue terracotta. And when I decided to start draining some of the water, which you can see a little bit left in the journey map, I discovered these slime blocks behind me. And I think upon discovering those slime blocks, I realized that, you know, this is exactly the sort of thing that makes me really like this mod pack, because it uses a whole bunch of different vanilla blocks to generate structures that evoke a tale. And in this case, you know, it's that there's a slimy tendril in this cave, and that's what all of the greens and blue terracotta is supposed to evoke. And I think that is absolutely fantastic, absolutely a joy. And of course, now that I found these slime blocks, that also puts me one step closer to sticky pistons, although I intend not to really use much redstone until I get around to the proof of concept, which will be in the big base in the desert, hopefully. So with that, we're going to call this thing to a close. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you liked it, please leave a like. If you have any comments, suggestions, concerns, please feel free to put them in the comments section below, and I will follow up accordingly. And in the meantime, I will catch you on the flip side. What? Wait. Hold on. This definitely wasn't the cave I was just exploring. And... What am I wearing? What? This isn't nature's beauty at all. Looks like I've gotten myself into a bit of a pickle,